Thursday night here, we're going to take a look at this precipitation event, is what I'm going to call it now. And I think it's no secret when you guys woke up this morning that if the people who did check in, you could tell I got a little discouraged from this storm. And, you know, the first thing I'll say is I thought this was going to be more significant than it was. I knew, I think you guys saw in the videos, that mixing would be an issue. So I alluded to that the last 2 days. But I thought, given the strength of the low pressure system, that models were showing a low pressure system in the 970s, I thought someone was going to hit pretty hard with snow, and it's not going to happen. There'll be local areas that might be okay, especially up here in Massachusetts area. There might be a few people up there who get lucky from this. But other than that, we don't have a big western precipitation shield from this. I mean, we don't have a lot of precipitation spreading to the west, and I think a lot of that's due to the lack of high pressure to the north as well. So no high pressure, no deal this time. What I want to take you guys through is show you how I'm projecting this rain snow line to set up. So this is just basically humidity in the upper atmosphere, okay? And where it gets dark green is you can basically determine, okay, when's the snow really going to start or precipitation really going to start. So this is now 7 p.m. Friday night, and you can see down here it looks like the rain wants to break out down here. And by the time we get, say, to about, say, 10, 11, 12 o'clock, these southern zones here, precipitation is going to break out. Now let me show you another map here, which is very useful at times. This is called thickness level. So basically it takes different levels of the atmosphere and shows you how cold the temperature is just by measuring how thick the air is. So with the, how long it takes to get from one pressure level to another. Just focus on the green line. That's one of the best indicators of the rain snow line. Okay, and I think if you look at that and take a look at where the precipitation is supposed to be, you can say, okay, well, right up here it might start as snow, which I could expect that. But as we move on here and the precipitation builds in, now we're at 1 a.m., okay, so now you're pretty confident snow should be breaking out down here. We take a look at that green line. Okay, it's holding, okay, so areas to the north of this should see snow. But watch this. When we go from 1 a.m. to 4 a.m., look at that thing shoot up. And you could see as the precipitation field moves in, that storm is bringing in that warm air. So now that green line is all the way up close to North Jersey. And if I look at how much precipitation fell by that point, you could see down here we have just over 1/4 of an inch. And I'd say 70% of that snow at this time. So, okay, maybe get an inch or two down there early on Saturday morning, like 1, 2, 3 o'clock. But it's going to change over quick and melt. Moving along here, we go to 7 a.m. Okay, you can see now precipitation is breaking up a lot of the area. Maybe not yet in southern New England. And again, look at that green line. Okay, so anything below that, I'm telling you right now, it's going to either be freezing rain, sleet, or plain rain, especially plain rain down here. And notice up here, anything that's going to start up here is going to be snow, especially above this pink line. That's important to ignore all the other lines. You see snow. So now we're going to go to 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. So now is where the storm should start really cranking up, and the snow rate should be pretty nice up here in, say, central to, a little bit towards the coast, but just off the coast of Massachusetts. And you can see that green line is holding strong, and all areas in here should be all snow at 1 p.m. Saturday. We move to 4 p.m., okay, this is the backlash of the storm starting to come in. Let's take a look at our green line again. You can see the green line's holding strong. We then go to 7 p.m., the storm's pretty much moving out. You can see the dry air comes in behind us. That's a little bit of what I look at to determine where's the rain snow line going to be. So again, these areas down here can see a little bit of snow, but I'm not expecting many accumulations. This is what I put out this morning. Or let's start here. This is what I originally had. Okay, so I acknowledge the mixing issue, but I had to really compress this in and take this up. So the map I came out with this morning looks like this. Again, 2 to 4 inches in this red zone. I'd like that. I think that could definitely occur. 3 to 6, you might have to take this down a little bit because there might be a sharp cutoff actually in western Mass. But the money zone might be right in this area right here, if you can see my cursor, of who's going to maybe get over 6 of snow, maybe if they're lucky. But 3 to 6 I think is a good bet. Down here, I have rain, but look, I know back here a little bit there could be a little bit of snow. But again, not a big deal. All our attention is going to focus on, real quick, this Clipper system that wants to come down and redevelop on Monday and Tuesday. And I don't know what's going to happen yet, guys, but we have to watch this because it could be something significant. This is the GFS model. This is the storm moving out from the weekend. And this little thing here comes down, and the more this thing digs and the more that ridge is up in the west, the more you're going to see potential redevelopment along the coast. And cold air is not going to be an issue. Look up here. See this 1024 high? There you go. That's going to funnel in all the cold air. So now it comes down to how much does this disturbance really want to dig down, and how steep is this ridge in the west to see, okay, do we get some some good snow on Monday into Tuesday. So I'll keep update on that. More on that tomorrow. Thanks for checking in. Final map comes out tomorrow morning.